Wait, what's today? The March 20, right?
20 days.
Yes. Okay. Hi guys. So we're gonna do our meditation reading today. It's March 20, and like I always say, another beautiful day in paradise. One of the reasons why I try to keep my attitude of gratitude no matter what I'm going through, whether it's another hard day, whether it's one of those days where everything is just not okay. But like what I've said before, it's okay to not be okay, and just take it one step at a time, one day, you know. So we're gonna start with In God's Care, and it is March 20. Conversion for me was not a Damascus Road experience. I slowly moved into an intellectual acceptance of what my intuition had always known. Are you okay? Please don't be playing rough. Sorry, that's my life. Hey, don't be screaming for help unless it's real. I guess my reading's gonna take longer. Madeline L. Engel. Intuition is an inner knowledge too easily discounted in our culture. We may also seldom trust our inner wisdom because we've doubted ourselves for so long. The things our intuition tells us are not made up by us. Our intuition arises from the deep well of knowledge that comes from God. Through our intuition, God may share with us at a particular moment the best course to take or just what we need to say. And we can be certain we will not be led astray when we've put aside our will and trust only God's. Hey! Don't be playing rough! Sorry about that.
Yeah, let's go. Time to go.
Not now. Tell Daddy, the sun is setting. It's like the best time to be here.
Sun is going down. Come on. Oh, you stay here. We go, huh?
God offers us the information and guidance we need when we rest our mind and allow the message to come from within. Suddenly, as if by magic, we'll know what to do. I will trust my intuition as another source of God's guidance today. And yes, that's what I did today. I wasn't feeling it. I was having a terrible morning. I was feeling sick again. The kids had half day, and there was just a lot of things going on in my life and in my head, to the point where I can feel the veins in the back of my head like tightening and throbbing, and I felt like, oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna have a minor stroke because all the stress I'm going through. And usually I turn to beer or drugs to really, forget my problems. But since that's not really like the right choice these days, I try to just like lay it out and just be lazy today. But something told me to call Sister Mariana and come to the beach for the wiener roasting. And it was, although my kids were giving me all this like hassle to get ready and I wasn't feeling good, but something just kept pushing me to come to the beach. And I don't have a car anymore since my brother took away his car. And I felt that I was going to be a burden to hitch a ride with these guys. But they came anyways. Yes! And it was a good thing because today my kids enjoyed themselves. I got to start collecting the recycling cans for Hunter's school project, and I got to meet like a new friend from Nepal
Hello.
who used to live here before, and he's just returned back. And like what I told this guy last night, not him, but like another guy that just happened to stumble into our patio, who's not from here, that if you've ever like stayed in Tinian, you don't even have to be from here, but if you stayed here, once you leave, you come back because Tinian feels like home. You know, Tinian is this place that you can never forget. The beauty, the people, everything. And even though how life here sometimes is a struggle because we lack a lot of things, what we forget to realize is that we are blessed in many other ways that half of the world isn't, you know? We still have natural beauty. We still have that community, the community pride, that thing where we're still a close-knit community. We still help each other out, even though a lot of times it feels like everybody's up in your business, but sometimes that's just the way they show they care. We have like the rarest kind of priceless beauty we can imagine, and we take it for granted, for especially those of us that have stayed here most of our lives. And for those who leave Tinian, always find their way back, right?
Yeah.
Because why did you come back to Tinian, if you don't mind me asking?
No, because I stay for 18 years in Tinian before,
Yes.
and I miss this place. And I miss people, I miss, especially I used to miss Dynasty.
Yes.
I enjoy a lot that time, and these beaches are beautiful. I never forget this. That's why I
Yes.
come back here.
Right? Even me, I was gone for a while, and no matter how much new things I was trying, hey, don't play rough, please. New things I was trying or whatever, there was always a part of me missing until I came back here.
Yeah,
I felt whole again.
yeah,
And even in the simplest way, even though I stayed in a less fancier place than what I used to, now I don't have a car, but I still feel very blessed.
yeah,
I tend to forget that when I have like my depressed days, but when I come outdoors,
yeah,
and even just to see the neighbors and wave, it reminds
Yeah.
me of how much we still have that you know, like the humanity and humility, the respect for each other.
yeah.
So let's do the next reading, and that would be Keep It Simple. March 20. Keep it simple. You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years of trying to get other people interested in you. Dale Carnegie. We wanted friends, but our addiction wanted all our attention. We had no time to be close to others. Well, stand aside, addiction. The program has taught us that others are important. Our purpose is to help others. People have become what's important to us. Now we listen to others. We help them do what they want to do, not what we want them to do. We help people instead of use them. Friendships is now a way of life, and another promise of the program becomes a part of us. Prayer for the day. Higher power, help me to know that I am here to help others, not just myself. Through others, I find myself. Today's action. Today, I'll help someone in the way he or she wants to be helped. I hope that by the end of the night, before I lay my head to rest, that I do help somebody out there, whoever it is, and in one way, shape or form. And I think that would allow me to rest easier, knowing that I have done my service to God, or that He has worked through me today and has done His purpose. It is true, when we're busy being addicts, we tend to push away our close friends, our family, those who just want to help us. We don't see the errors of our way, and we never think we're wrong, and we tend to take people for granted. And one day you look around and you're alone with whatever addiction you chose over friends and family. And now that I am working my way through my journey, whether it's not at the pace I'd like, or it's not as stable, procedure or process that I would love, but at least I'm still working at it. And every day God has shown me like a way. Don't, I'm sorry, please don't drag him like that. Sorry.
Oi! Oi!
Sorry.
Kinatana there.
Like I said, my kids are very sensitive. They only recently started learning how to swim. But I'm now able to just create more relationships with people, and to be more attentive, and to be more present in the moment, and to really get to know people, not just know them because I need something from them, or there's something I want from them. Now it's like genuine kind of thing, like I'm not looking for anything. I'm not looking to benefit from any relationships I now create, besides being of service, and besides helping somebody in whatever way I can, and repaying my debt that I can never pay back to God for saving me from the wreckage I was becoming. And so we will now move on to just for today. Oh my God, can you hear the laughter of children? Sometimes the best medicine is to just sit and watch kids, the innocence, just enjoy life. It reminds you of that pure joy when you had no worries. And now that we're older, there's bills and all of that. But we tend to forget that God is always there. He always has us. We don't really have much to worry about. So just for today, March 20, higher power. Most of us have no trouble admitting that addiction had become a destructive force in our lives. Our best efforts resulted in Baby, you okay? Don't swallow the water. There's such a thing as dry drowning. There's a thing called dry drowning. Never mind. I will tell you later when you're up here. Higher power. Most of us have no trouble admitting that addiction had become a destructive force in our lives. Our best efforts resulted in ever greater destruction and despair. At some point, we realized that we needed the help of some power greater than our addiction. Basic text, page 24. Most of us know without a doubt that our lives have been filled with destruction. Learning that we have a disease called addiction helps us understand the source or cause of this destruction. We can recognize addiction as a power that has worked devastations in our lives. When we take that first step, we admit that the destructive force of addiction is bigger than we are. We are powerless over it. At this point, our only hope is to find some power greater than the force of our addiction. A power bent on preserving life, not ending it. We don't have to understand it or even name it. We only have to believe that there could be such a higher power. To believe that a benevolent power no, that's not puga. That's like hot dog and bun. Baby, you okay? Why are you coughing? Did you drink water? Did you swallow some of the water?
No.
Okay. The towel's in the bag. Huh?
Every time like I swallow, I feel like this cold thing. Every time I swallow, I feel like this cold thing in my throat.
In your throat or your chest?
My throat.
Okay, go like and spit it out. Wait, we'll be back.